Alright, so I wanted to make another quick little video on one of the uses I'll be using this board for this year. Right here I've got it hooked up to, wow, that really messes with the light, doesn't it? I've got it hooked up to power, the red wire, power and ground here. These are 14 gauge wires, a little bit thicker. And then here I've got the data coming from an ECG P2. And that's all that's coming from there, because I've got the ground looped back to the actual power supply, probably about 20. I think those wires are 20 foot long, so 20 foot away. And then coming out of the power distribution block, I've got 6 separate power outputs coming out, and one of them is just the regular pixel RGB pixel wire that comes with the pixels. The other ones are actually SPT, and those are running over to this matrix, and that's what I did the power injection on for this entire matrix. So that board, that's just 2 power wires running to that particular matrix, and the breakout distribution, the power distribution, is running the rest of the entire board. So it worked out perfectly. Last year when I actually set this thing up for a float for my daughter's Girl Scout parade, we home ran wires all the way back to the power supply for each one of those. I made the power supply a jumbled up rat's nest nightmare, and then we also tried to use inline fuses on each one of them, which also made you a nice little rat's nest nightmare in wherever the enclosure was. So with this guy, what I plan on doing is just getting one of these little waterproof enclosures and sticking the board inside each one there. So should fit in that right inside there nicely. Yep. And then it's got the inputs and the outputs on the bottom. So that was kind of the direction I was going when I was looking at building this thing, was would it fit inside one of these? And also, if I keep it below 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters, you get a lower price on the board run, so make it as cheap as possible. So worked out pretty much perfectly. That's 532 pixels, I believe, that is driving off that board right now. So, and working flawlessly. Board's not warm, wires aren't warm, nothing's heating up. Everything looks great. Fuses aren't warm, no fuses have popped. You know, it's nice and cool to the touch, so everything's working on it perfectly. I've been letting this run now for roughly, I guess it's been going since about 10 o'clock this morning. I think it's now somewhere around 4, so it's been going for a little over 6 hours now, non-stop. Just running through there, and then I've stuck it on white and let it sit for over an hour just to see if it heated up or popped any of the fuses. Just solid white, because it draw the most amount of power on solid white, and no problem there either. So pretty happy with it. Seems to be working flawlessly. I'll keep you all updated on when I'm going to get another order going, or whether we're going to do a co-op or what we're going to do with them. But thanks for watching.